Done.
L1. Done. Doesn't have enough spit on it.
Wait,
What?
Uh,
But the printed vocal comes in clutch. Like sometimes I'll be the first to say I can't recreate that, bro.
what is going on, gentlemen? Episode 5, single. It would have been nice if we did a single de Mayo, but I'm Odie. I'm joined by these gentlemen who will introduce themselves. Who's
Yeah, but
you?
yes. Who is I? Russ, RT mixed it when I'm behind the keyboard. And to the right of me as I'm looking at my screen,
Leroy, aka I am underscore Alroy. And I froze.
yes, sir.
Which is all good. Episode 4 was, I think, a very nice episode for us. I think we are finding our feet. People I can see are thinking off the cuff when it comes to plugins and mixes of the week. And Google's our friend, right? But yeah, man, I think that's also what this platform speaks to, right? I mean, we've got the experience. We're able to. It's like rappers should have a 16 in the back pocket. As an engineer, you should have that island plugin in the cut ready to go, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You gotta have
Always.
that Swiss Army.
Swiss Army. So I quickly wanted to chat about something I was thinking about this week. Um, I think obviously we all do mix, we master, we've recorded. I think we should find a like these competitions, right? Where we then um download the files and we mix them, each of us, and then we spend some time walking through a mix, like literally, or do a live mix during one of the things, and we literally do it. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about that.
I like that idea.
Yeah, that sounds fun, bro.
Yeah, I think it would be something. It could be tricky. It could be. I think it could be fun, and then it's going to expose all those playlists. I mean, plugins that we have, Russ. The amount of how CPU intensive our sessions are.
Hey man, thank goodness for Apple
But that's
Silicon.
all the
That's all I'll say.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. I mean, at least I got like what 32. I got 32 gig RAM, so I should be fine with.
Are you rocking PC, bro?
I'm rocking PC. Especially I think it's just especially with vmix and all that other stuff that I do like on PC. I'm still a Mac guy at heart though, so that'll never die. I've got an iMac right next to the to the setup, so it's like I'm in touch, you know. But yeah, I know you guys obviously Apple. I haven't joined the Silicon route yet.
Bruh, you should, man. There's some wizardry that they're doing. I was speaking to a mate yesterday. He's got the 2020 M1 MacBook Air, I think it is. And he's like, man, I rock some heavy Ableton sessions on that thing. And it just says, yeah, come on, bro, let's go.
On the
You
M1.
know, on the M1.
Crazy. I
I
was
feel,
looking at
really.
M2.
yeah, so I had, or should I say I have an M2, but there was a water incident this week and I spilled some juice on it, so it's not switching on now. But yeah, man, it's sad times. But it was 8 gig RAM,
Yeah.
512. And man, I never it never chokes out unless I open my browser because I'm a browser uh, HO for lack of a better word. But I've got so many tabs on, and yeah, that just chows all the RAM. But without that, it runs tools like a dream.
How many tracks before it starts crying?
I've had 100 track mix
Never.
on it, and you've seen my mix bus, eh? You've seen my plugins, all of that on it, and no
8
issues.
gig RAM.
8 gig RAM M2, bro.
See.
I don't know
That's
any PC that's got 8 gigs of RAM that can do
No,
that.
no, not possible. What are you on now, Leroy?
I am now on. Sorry, I'm just trying to close my Chrome because I just realized I've also got 100,000 tabs open there. I've got M1 2020 MacBook Pro, and like it handles the sessions. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe it's the way I use the plugins. Perhaps maybe I try to. I'm pushing it a bit too much. There are sessions where it does crap out on me. The most the most hectic one is when I try to run a live stream of it, like using all 16 channels. So I connected into a Behringer X32, and I was trying to run all of my SSL and Wave plugins. Like 90% of the stream, it worked, but the other 10% was scary.
Yeah, no. You see, here I can run. I mean, I was just playing around. I put an Omnivox. I can run a whole plugin chain on the audio and latency. I'm all good, even during a stream. Because what my
And
CPU
that's
usage right now is sitting at 4%.
yeah,
That's
Yo,
with running this.
and that's on the PC, right? Not the
Yeah,
iMac.
yeah, on the PC.
Yeah.
wow. Okay, that's
Uh,
something else.
yeah,
But funny
that's
enough, my old iMac, which was Intel, that one could handle gang tracks. I mean, I had that one with me for about 11 years before the software basically got stopped supporting the iMac. So then I had to get the M1 silicon thing.
Yeah,
If I didn't need M1 or the silicon, I'd still be using the iMac.
I'm literally there now. I can't go beyond what high whatever 10.17.5. Like I just give me Big Sur at least. It's like my
Whatever
logic
you do,
license
don't don't try to force the operating system. I did that and
lost
my
everything.
computer came to a halt. Don't try to force it.
I tried once, it just didn't allow it, and then I just went back. I was able to go back,
Ah,
so
okay.
I
yeah,
think
from
for me, the thing with PC is it's the luck of the draw thing where if you build it nice and you do it properly, then it'll run like a dream, you know? But if you don't, then you always have issues. Like I've got a 16 gig RAM PC here
yeah,
that I used to run all my old sessions before I switched to Mac. And now, yeah, it does. I mean, it's Ryzen 5, so it's not, and it's Ryzen 5 2021, I think.
yeah,
So it's not the newest Ryzen. But yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't run like it used to.
yeah. Mac plug and play, which is what's dope about
That's the
it.
thing.
It's
That's the
dope.
thing. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the
Yes, I
thing.
know. I've just got a Logic license chilling. That obviously is not chilling, like, but I can't upgrade to 11, and it's annoying. Like, I just need Logic 11. But
Yo.
yeah, which song have you worked on that didn't see the light of day, which you wish it had?
Mm. Which song that I worked on that didn't see the light of day that I wish it had? A good one. Mm. Mm.
Yeah, ne?
So I
Did
did a
Ricky
Oh,
ever?
yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
no, I think
no, Russ
were you
can go.
going?
Russ can go.
Oh, okay, sorry. So I was saying I did a session in 2021 with a Nigerian artist, I'm forgetting his name now. But he was in with like Wizkid and Davido and that crew. And the song we recorded was actually supposed to be sent to Davido. Don't know what happened. They fell out and then it never saw the light of day. But man, if it had, I'd be chilling in Llandudno right now, bro.
I yeah, for me, there are a few to be fair. There's a song that I mean, I didn't mix it. I just was tracking, but there's a song where with Shane and Ricky. That was I mean, it's that song is crazy. And they were gonna have I don't know if I can say this, but it doesn't matter. It was gonna have Ghostface as well on it. Yeah, that was gonna be nuts. That one was gonna be nuts. Never saw the light of day. I was like, that was a nice tracking or recording credit I would have taken. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
Your
so that's
muser would
one.
have been.
Yeah, that's the one I would that first jumps to mind when I think about that. And there are a couple others as well, but I'm like, ooh, if this song had come out, damn. You know, you'd like want people to hear it. You're like, this song is amazing. But hey, man, we're not the artists sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, it bees like that sometimes. I'm just trying to think. There was a project that I worked on with Ricky Rick. Like this was like back in the day ish. I don't know if you ever put it out. It was called Dream Chasers. I think I just did the mastering on that one. That's one of the few projects that I've worked on that I don't think have come out. Everything else, nothing comes to mind right now. Other songs are just they're in the vault for a later day, really.
If that later day comes,
Yeah. Now I was
not
just checking now.
not
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
macabre or anything.
Yeah, R.I.P. Ricky, man. Ah, what a legend, man. Pushing our poster still knocks, bro. I can imagine if he was around for this song. Yes, bro.
Yeah,
Instagram would have been
yeah, it
crazy.
would have been crazy. The video would have been nuts.
The
Yeah,
video, yeah, bro.
no, it would have been
Ah,
crazy. Would have gone off. Speaking in a similar vein, right? Recording or mixing? Like, what is the favorite session you've been a part of, and why? Like, yeah, what session? Like one of your favorite, either mixing, recording.
mm. Ish, Odi, these questions are tricky, bro, because people watch this pod, then they're
Yeah.
like, oh, so my session wasn't the one, you know? Mm,
Man, it's not that complicated. So, okay. Well, you think I think one of them is when I recorded with this guy, spent a whole day in the studio as I was the recording engineer. It's for Sid Meier's Civilization game. The it was the Africa thing, and he was a producer, Caleb Vaughan Jones, American
mm,
cellist, and he brought in the NMMU choir, and this we recorded the choir to be on the game. It's just like Age of Empires, and the following year, a different expansion pack won the Grammy, and I was like, damn it,
Yeah.
I was this close to being part of a Grammy winning project. It's
mm.
like, damn.
Right.
But it was dope. It just the days before Zoom or Teams, and we're doing an ISDN line to the States, and then there's Skype as well, link Skype. So these guys spent literally 8 hours the whole day on the phone from the States and here, and we were just recording. It was a vibe. Very, very cool though.
Mm.
That's dope.
Leroy,
I'm thinking for I also like there are a lot of dope sessions, but the most memorable ones are also similar to you, like the stuff I did back at SABC. It's just the space was so dope to allow to do
Mm,
big projects like that. Like the first time I recorded an orchestra was there, and that was one of those sessions that I will remember forever.
yeah.
It wasn't like the most hyped or most exciting, but just the whole experience of putting all of the setting up the mics and tracking all of that.
Mm.
That was forever, man.
How many mics did you have on the orchestra?
I can't remember. We used up the entire mic cabinet. I can tell you that for sure. We
Jeez.
had it was full, we had full sections. So we had double basses, cellos, strings. Was there any winds? I think there was winds. We didn't have brass in there. Um, yeah,
And it was
and
a
the
beautiful
whole
cabinet,
Deca
by the way,
tree,
Russ. Beautiful cabinet.
modified Deca tree. Oh yeah, yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it was so cool.
It's a good one.
No, I can imagine.
What about you, Russ?
Yo, this is such a hard one. I'm really trying to think. I must get off this thing as because I know you guys can hear all this funny audio happening. But um, man, yo, it's such a it's such a tricky one to think of. Just I don't even know why I'm remembering this, but this is like probably 11 years ago. One of my first ever recording sessions. I think I was still a student at Cape Audio, and Kay got asked to record a very young Rolene at the time, and she kindly said, "Hey, man, I think this is a great opportunity for you to, get into this tracking thing." And I got into the studio with Rolene at the time, before she was Rolene. And man, just such a great human being, such a talent. I remember even then I was like, sure, this girl's going somewhere. Um, and yeah, I just remember that, just how I was super nervous and scared. It's Rolene. Even then, before she was like Rolene, like she is now, she was on the come up, and it was quite a big deal for me, at least. So yeah, I don't track a lot, so I think yeah, that for me just comes back right now.
Tracking was fun, man. Setting up the studio, setting up the mics. That was fun. I do sometimes, especially live instruments, and not just setting up a microphone. I mean, yeah, that's cool as well. You can capture beyond that, like the vocal and do vocal production. But actually, even with the SM7 and the U87, nice combo
Mm,
on a lead
yeah,
vocal,
yeah.
so you can tweak and play around. Have you ever tried a ribbon mic on a vocal?
No, I've been meaning to. We've got a Roya R121 at Cape Audio currently. So I need to get on that. But a colleague was saying he did something with the R121 and was like, it's crazy.
Yeah, no. Ribbon is cool. I like ribbon. Go-to microphone actually for you both of you. What's your go-to microphone for rap male vocal?
Mm,
Depends on the voice, man.
I
true.
mean, but you need something versatile. The one microphone that you'll carry with you, let's say now you go tracking and you have it. So if let's say you say the Sony C1000 or whatever, then you have it. Like, so let's say you want to go with that, but what is your go to? It'll never fail you, whatever kind of voice is in front of you.
Mm, AKG C414 for me.
Hey,
C414. That's a good mic. It's a good mic.
Yeah.
classic.
It's a
Yeah,
classic.
that's the never let you down, that one.
I'm U87.
Which on the old school one, right?
Old school U87, not the I. No, not
Yeah.
the I.
Not the I don't like this new one, man.
No, not
Doesn't
the
sound right.
U87i. Yourself?
Leroy.
Doesn't have enough spit on it.
Wait.
What?
uh, 287. You guys just catch it now.
Do you know what's happening? Your internet is catching out at the wrong point. It just came back at just got doesn't have enough spit on it.
It gives it character, yo. It gives it- Those new ones, I'm sure they're too clean. You gotta get it. It's gotta get a bit dirty. Then you get that sound, that warm kind of sound. I don't know. Yeah, for me, it's U87, definitely. I also like the 67,
Hmm.
and then most recently that I've come because every mic I learn it, so and then I just learn my way around it. I really like the is it the other Neumann 47? I might be
TLM.
getting it
Oh, the
wrong now.
47.
TLM, TLM 47, yeah.
Okay.
LM 103.
103.
That one. Oh no, I'm lying. It's not TLM. Hold on.
It must be the
I haven't used it in so
U87.
long, it's I've forgotten the model number.
89, maybe?
No, that's the baby. That's the baby 87.
Or M29.
It's the U47.
Oh yeah, yeah.
U47.
U47. Yeah. That
The
You
mic
know,
was pretty good. I could use it on singers and rappers. It was just right there. The U87 was nice and clear and open. But the U47 had a bit of a warm vibe to it.
mm.
That was just yeah.
And
that's
47, was it a tube? It's a tube mic, right? It's a valve
It's
mic.
not a tube, it's a fit.
Is it a FET?
A
Okay.
fit.
and it was yeah, it was thicker, yeah, it was
Valve
yeah.
mics.
I used a Rode one. I think it
It's
was
the
the
one that
Rode.
comes on a little
K2.
stick.
I'm
No,
talking about
NTK.
NTK.
Rode NTK. Flip, that was a nice tube mic.
Yeah, because the other
Yeah.
Rode, well, the Rode K2 as well. It had its own power supply, and you can turn the
Yes. You
yeah,
can change the character.
yeah.
Telefunken AK-47 Mark II. Yeah, if I don't have a C414, I'm going for that Telefunken.
Is
The
that the?
telephone mic
Let's see.
looks
Now
looks
those are
really
classic.
good.
You might as well go as what AKG C12.
Yes, yes. So it looked similar. They released like a bronze one, but a very similar looking Telefunken. Man, those mics just, I don't even know what it is in the top end. It's like very silky. You can never get
Yeah,
it to be harsh.
it's got that sheen.
Hmm.
Um. Okay. What in terms? Now I'm just throwing things out. My brain is here. Saxophone treatment. It was a live sax recorded with a, let's call it 57. Had the 57 on it. Straight into the sound card. We're not even going to go fancy and say straight into a, say, Focusrite. Right. Let's just go saxophone into a Focusrite. 57. What's your treatment on it? On a R&B record.
From which era? Like a modern R&B record or
Yeah, let's say 2010s, from the 2010s.
sax? 57. Only 57. It wasn't Just the
Yeah,
one mic, eh?
just the one mic, 57. Bedrooms, well, let's not even add the acoustics. Let's not even worry about that. But low budget studio, we don't have consoles or access to other microphones or outboard gear to track.
Okay, I'll go. So it's actually funny that you're asking this because I'm grading some first year recordings and
Well, there you
someone
go.
and someone recorded a sax with the 57. So and I was actually thinking to myself, this is nice. What would I do differently earlier
What are the
today? So this is actually
chances?
crazy. So EQ, um, yeah, maybe just to clean up. It's all about placement. So depending on where the 57 was placed, it'll really influence the capturing of the sound. So maybe EQ just to tame maybe just some excessive lows. You can get a build up of that. Um, and then depending on how dynamic, the performance was, just some light compression. I don't want to squash the life out of it. Then
Let me
some
throw a
reverb,
spanner.
man.
Let me throw a spanner. It's a ballad, R&B ballad.
Oh, yeah. So the reverb then becomes very important. Can't just slap on deverb on there. But saying that deverb could work. Yeah, so yeah, I think I take a lot more time messing around with the verb suite. Maybe I'll try something from the Bricasti model that they have, or Valhalla Vintage will definitely come through. Yeah, I think that's about it. Maybe some delay throws if the performance calls for that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how I would approach it. Simplified. With the sax, you don't really need to do much. It's all in the
Yeah.
instrument.
Agreed. Yourself, Leroy, see you thinking hard there.
No, no, no. I'm just trying to. I'm going back through the past sessions. Definitely EQ. I'd be going for like something from the V series, the Waves V series, and then definitely a Fairchild on there, and reverb, a plate, and delay. Yeah,
Okay.
and right.
Yeah, I'd probably first go EQ, high pass, maybe take out what's not needed. Compressor, probably, yeah, Fairchild. Probably Fairchild or Perchchild, whatever. Then I would probably add another EQ to bring some maybe mid range and top end into it, and maybe some warmth around the 250 maybe without making it muddy. Then maybe another compressor with less work that's been done on it. Then yeah, reverb and delay for sure. Plate exactly, almost exactly like the, even if sometimes probably exact same. I'd say the same bus as the lead vocal.
Mm.
Sometimes I've done
Oh,
that.
that's cool. That's a good idea,
So
actually.
yeah, so I've done that a few times. But yeah, it's fun. Sax is a fun instrument to work with.
Yeah, not not too complicated to work with. Very easy to make it sound good.
I'm feeling like I'm in that Pensado's zone right now. So I'm just gonna essentially, what is it called? Batter's box, right? So
Hmm.
might as well. We've done sax, we've done vocal, I guess microphone.
Hmm.
Let's go plug in, plug in, um, sub, sub bass.
Sub bass.
Is it
Mm.
the up bass?
No, it's not the only bass.
I get L1.
Done.
L1. Done.
I'm
Ah,
distortion and L1. Yeah, distortion and L1 for sure.
yeah, yeah. Distortion, I'm probably going Mo TT Slate.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then Bass Mint. It's a plugin alliance
Plugin
plugin. I
alliance.
like that. Yeah, it's got some nice controls for bass.
Okay.
Um, and then I might just do the Jason trick where he's got the multiple. What instances of that plugin is it? I'm forgetting now.
Which one?
But he's got the multiple instances of
God
what is it?
particle. Or is that Orion?
No.
Not isotope
So
4. No.
nah, it's a waves specific plugin. He got a session one time and then it had like multiple instances of I'm forgetting, I'll remember it, this plugin. And then he was like, that's a mistake. So he muted it and it took away like the feel of the
Oh,
of the,
wait.
of the low
Not
end.
Subalign. No, not
Not
Subalign.
Subalign. Um,
Low A.
I've heard of the chip. I
no,
just remember.
let
It
me
wouldn't
just
be our base. Our
Yeah,
base.
no,
so.
it wouldn't be our base. It's like a mix, it's like a console plugin
Hmm.
that he just found. Uh,
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
well,
wanted to ask you
yeah.
guys. Are there like sessions where you get things like that where you find there's plugins or where you actually learn something from them or where you think this is not the way to go?
More often than not, it's the latter. Unfortunately. Yeah. I don't think I can pinpoint a session where I was like, ooh, okay. Yeah, that needs to stay.
yeah, likewise, more the latter. Like this is not it. If you get like if I were to get a session from one of you guys, I'd probably be like, oh, I'm stealing that, I'm stealing that. But
Yeah,
if it's like from an artist, 9 times out of 10, it's
yeah,
that's not it.
yeah, yeah. And I guess a way around that for them is to just send it printed. Send the
Yeah,
vocals printed so there's nothing you can do about it.
that's also true,
Exactly.
right?
So,
But the printed vocal comes in clutch. Like sometimes I'll be the first to say I can't recreate that, bruh. So
yeah,
send it like you had it, and let's not waste time.
Mm.
yeah. Um, that's funny actually. I'm just thinking about what you're saying now. But the printed. Did you find what the plugin is?
Yes, NLS bus.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. So he got a sesh, and then
bus.
it had like 8 instances of NLS bus on the drum bus. And he was like, that's a mistake. So he muted it and he was like, he lost everything. Like the drums
Everything.
just didn't move, feel, put it back. And so I thought I'd try it out and it's hit and miss when for me. It's
Mm.
like sometimes it works and sometimes it's not for that particular song.
Backing vocal bus reverb.
I usually use the same as the lead, maybe EQ it a bit differently, really.
Mm.
Yeah, I tend to do that. I'm trying to think if there's times that I do it differently. Not really.
On Logic, I will go Space Designer. Maybe Hall, but a Space Designer.
Mm.
But then if I'm obviously on Pro Tools, then I will either go Deverb Church,
Mm.
100%, maybe make it about 2.5 decay, 2.5 seconds, and then have a high pass, low pass, filter on it so that
Yeah.
obviously it doesn't get crazy.
BV's verb hall comes to mind. I usually use Verb Suite Classics. It's a Bricasti patch,
Oh, the
one of the whole ones, I
M7.
think dark. Yeah, yeah, the Bricasti, yeah. Yeah, so I think one of the holes, one I can't remember, it's a dark hole or something like that. Then I'll maybe EQ as well, just differently. Just be more aggressive with the low cut.
Okay.
Mm.
I mean, I guess we might as well just take it there. Let's
Have you
go.
guys heard of Place It by Soundly?
No.
Mm.
It's a very nifty little plugin. I think people that do post production would also really like it. It's sort of like it's a speaker emulation type of plugin. But
Okay.
the what I like about it, it's got a wide variety of emulations. So you can be cell phone, earbuds, car, um, hi-fi system, telephone. At the same time, you can adjust the room sound level on each of those, on all of those instances. So if you want more room you want a cell phone with more room, you can tweak it and adjust it and make it more like it's still chilling way over there, or if you want it to be like right next to you. It's a cool plugin, and it's free. It's on Soundly. It's called Place It. Check it out.
Definitely. Shout out for that. Jeez. Um, plugin of the week. It's a plugin that I've been using now with ads, radio ads.
Mm.
The air chorus, no air flanger, for especially for the radio promos. So easy. The UI is just, and you can obviously automation, you automate it, but I just like it. I actually prefer it over, let's say, the Waves flangers. What's it called? The Waves one? I forgot, but I prefer the air flanger that
Mm.
you can get on Pro Tools.
Total stock. Oh, I see this guy. I see this bad boy.
Old Faithful.
Old Faithful.
For me, it would be it's actually an AI plugin called Forte. Um, may have heard of it, may have not. What it essentially does is on import, when you import your files into Pro Tools, I think they've got one for Logic as well. It will name the tracks for you and strip
Ooh,
silence.
And strip
that is
silence.
clutch.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
strip
that's a
silence.
time
So it'll
saver.
like sort of and color code as well. So it'll do the color
Jeez.
coding, the naming, strip silence,
Yeah.
and Bob's your uncle.
That's clutch. I think
Forte.
that's like
Forte.
yo.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, Forte is definitely, and Place It. Those are
Yo.
definitely coming inside for sure.
Yeah, I gotta check out Place It for sure.
What do you guys do when you don't have, you get a record, you've got a thing, you need to mix it, and not even a deadline thing, but what do you do when you don't have the inspiration and you just like, how do I approach this mix? What do you guys do to get out that funk?
I,
Hmm.
I listen to just stuff that gets me inspired. I
Like
think
what? Tell us.
so. This is like my mix of the week. Um, for me,
No
man,
cheats.
things what's on my let me actually just open my title and just give you what I've actually been having on rotation. But whilst that's opening, the yeah, just listening. Sometimes I might even put the mix off for a day and just spend the day just listening to things that I like.
And would
So
you, sorry, would you listen to stuff that's in the similar vein with what you need to do, or just anything in general?
no, so it not necessarily it won't be part of what the song is like. Um, but I know when I really want to get into like what a good mix sounds like. So I listen to the artist from Zim called Takura, and COG used to do a lot of those mixes, and yeah, the stuff just sounds amazing, man. Then it depends. I'll still listen to Wana, which is probably one of Gunna's earliest albums for low end. I really like that. Alex Tomei did the business there.
Mhm.
Some Lecrae stuff. Jacob Biz Morris doesn't get a lot of the accolades he should for holding down the gospel hip hop sound. Um, yeah, so I'll listen to that. Some Oliver Mtukudzi, R.I.P. legend. Uh, yeah, Kendrick, obviously for the Ali flavor. Some Jigga as well. 444 just remains my. I love that album. Yeah, so it varies, but for me, how I get out of that lack of inspiration funk is just, oh, watch Mix with the Masters or watch a Jason episode or something and just see what he's been, what he's been up to. Or CLA, actually CLA. CLA is when I watch CLA, I know I don't mix rock records like that. But when I watch CLA, just the character, the personality
Yeah,
gets me good.
I get you.
I hear that. I hear that. My path is a bit similar. Also, I'll take time away from it. Maybe watch series or just get away from the song really, and then come back to it with new ears. But I like the idea of just watching either be it a tutorial or just watching somebody like yeah, like you said, say LA, just to get you hyped and get back into it.
Like CLA is a character, man.
Yeah, I know it is. I think for me, similar vein, probably the music. The music, that sounded weird. But it's probably I'd probably listen to some music and then um Ryan Leslie videos when he's in studio.
Mhm.
Those yeah, see those always inspire me. Like when he was making Addiction, what is it like 5 a.m. Intro is like yeah. Then that is like that gets me going. 5 minute freshen up. When he's jump from the
Yeah.
bass to the piano to the drums, I'm like, let's go, bro. And then just on that, actually, I watch once a year. I'll watch the Ryan Leslie Black Mozart on YouTube, that 30-minute video. I'll watch Fade to Black by Jay Z once a year on
Mhm.
Tidal, and then Runaway, the movie as well. Once a year, I always have to. The year's not done unless I watch those. It's like, and it
Yeah.
happens sporadically, right? Like when it's like, I guess when the inspo's down and the creative juices are low. After watching one of those, I'm like, I'm back.
So we have a similar approach then. It's like get away from it, and come back, which works sometimes doesn't. You come back and you're still not
It's
feeling
still
that
not there,
record.
bro. And then yeah, you just have to throw it up and then you just say, God, Jesus, take the wheel, bro. It's on you. And then at that point, the deadline is here. Clients like, okay, cool, there it is, take it. And then
Yeah,
Mhm.
then you're ready for the reverts because you're like, okay, maybe they'll spark
yeah,
something. But
The
yeah,
deadline also helped, right? Just having
true.
that, it's gotta be done.
It's gotta be done. Okay, hear me out. New segment, maybe. Technique of the week. Just one gem that
a
you will impart. Technique of the week.
okay.
So okay, I'll go. It's an old one. I was
Mm,
listening to, and I guess maybe it will go into mix of the week as well. But I was listening to something old that I did. It was an album, recorded, mixed, mastered, all instruments, all stock plugins on Pro Tools. Literally 6 months after graduating, so the ear was not where it wasn't as developed. However, I listened to that thing. I'm like, damn, I'm proud of this thing still. I'm damn proud of this work. And it was stock. But the one technique, this was before R base, like or another way of R base. So signal generator on Pro Tools, create a aux, and then put a signal generator, and then you put the frequency, let's say at 80, essentially like R base, and then sidechain the kick to just to get a little more oomph on the kick. Sidechain the
Mhm.
kick to that and send it through, or send a parallel to it, and then you just mix that. You mix that signal generator with the kick, so obviously it will add a little bit more body or bottom to that kick drum. So I'd normally do like at 80 hertz because that would normally be the fundamental frequency for kicks. So I remember on that jazz project, I did that, and I was listening to it. I
Mm.
was like, then and actually remembered that technique. I was like, huh, now I've got R bass. It's just, you know, but yeah, that was fun. That was a fun little shout out Bronwyn for that.
Yeah, that was a classic move, man. Before 808s were a thing, that was like the
Yep,
way
Yeah,
to go.
yep.
that's true.
What's
Mm.
your guys' technique?
Hmm.
Oh, well, it's tricky, man, because you do this thing now, it's like second nature, so you don't think of
Mm-hmm.
actually doing.
So also very true.
Technique. What do I do that I think is worthy of a technique to
Probably a
call a
lot.
technique? I don't think so. Um,
Like I'm sure there's stuff for your student that you could be like, if you try this, that's a technique, bro. With that, with,
the technique.
with that crit.
Um, yeah. Hmm. What's the technique I use? So mid side. I on the mix itself, on the mix bus, I do a bit of mid side processing with the BX. I think it's called BX3. It's a plugin alliance plugin. I don't know what it is about it, but to my ear, it just sounded like it did it the nicest. Um, Roll off all the highs on the mid channel, roll off all the lows on the side, and then that sort of puts, the low frequencies front and center as you want them. But I'll still use a plugin called Spread. It's a DJ Swivel plugin. I think it's free, I want to say it is. I think so. And then I'll use that again on like the instrumental, like Submaster, just to bring that width back. It feels counterintuitive,
Interesting.
but it works. It works for me because you want the bass front and center, but sometimes there are some other non-sub frequencies that you want a bit wider to fill up the sides a bit. So yeah.
When when you roll off the highs,
Mhm.
where you rolling off from?
That's a very good question. See, that's the thing of you just do it without thinking now.
Mhm.
It's not aggressive because it sounds unnatural if you overdo it. To me, it sounds like it's doing something funny.
Hmm.
So if I were to take an estimate, I'd probably say around 10, around 10K.
Okay,
Yeah, just around
interesting.
10K. But the slope is probably like very like slow. So it's probably like a
Okay,
3 dB per octave. Yeah, so between 7 to 10K. So not a lot in terms of like it being high frequencies, but just clearing up so that all I have is mids and
yeah,
low mids for the most part. Yeah.
interesting.
That's mega. Trying to think. That is mega, mega, mega. And I like that BX plugin you're talking about. That
Yeah,
was the first time I
Yeah,
discovered MS. And you're right. I think they do it really, really good.
yeah, with that, some things in there, man.
it's
Yeah.
transparent. It's also transparent though.
Very, very
Yeah.
transparent. Yeah.
Oh man. You guys got some really good tips there. Mine is just when you get to studio, play some music and vibe out. I find that helps. Like really on a serious note, whether I'm
Yeah,
producing or I'm recording, especially when I'm recording, I get to studio and then I just play music. Those sessions usually go well, like a good 90% of the times. The times I just get there, okay, let's okay, mic set up, let's roll. It's always a bit of a dead vibe-ish there.
feels clinical.
Yeah, it feels too clinical, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, no, it makes
Yeah,
Is
that's a
sense.
that
price.
fine for an answer? Is that fine for an answer? Or do you really want to go
No,
into it?
that's a tip, right? Because it works even
That's
with mixing. Even if you're not in a
Yeah.
slump,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because I
listen
mean
to music.
the energy, having the energy also helps the session. Having a bad energy while being the recording engineer can ruin the whole project or the whole session, you know? So you gotta find a way to get yourself in the mood, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm.
And again, while these guys are remembering their songs,
I've got a
uh,
song. I just don't have the credits. Let me get the credits.
um, don't forget to check the Spotify playlist in the link below, and you can listen to these songs that we mentioned in Mix of the Week. Yeah, and feel free to suggest some in the comments as you go, and we'll add those as well. So, who's first?
Mm. I'll go. Uh, Kurt Deimer and Jeff Tate burn together. CLA on the mix.
Hey.
I think CLA on the production as well.
Hmm?
I like that. He did a breakdown of it on Mix of the Masters. That's
Oh,
how
really?
I did the song. Yeah. But yeah, I like that song.
Okay. Yeah, Leroy, you want to go for it?
Just you go, you go, you go.
Okay. Mine is controversial. So I kind of have to double check before I say it. Are you allowed to get
Oh,
high
dear.
on your own supply and mention your own? Or
Yeah. Go for it, bro. Go for it.
so again, it's the jazz project I was talking about. Its artist is I don't even think well they're not a band anymore, but the band was called Take Note. The album was called Rear Window, and the song on there that I would say I vibe with a lot. It was all live instruments, all stock Pro Tools plugins, working with what alto sax, tenor sax, trumpet. I was like, I had drums, I had live piano, I had keyboards. That was a fun project. That was my first project at the gate as an official student. But I liked the song called Uyastandwa on there. Had vocals, Asanda Mgleki on vocals. She's crazy. I think she was part of the Soil briefly, or she was just performing with them. I don't know what the full story was there. But that album, yeah, mixed by yours truly. I, I'm putting it up for mix of the week. Getting high on my own supply.
Let's go.
Fire, fire. Okay, I just looked at the credits. It's a long list. But I don't know. There's just something about these records that just have a huge sound that just called me for some reason. So it's Bruno Mars and I'm sure you should know by now. What's her name?
What? Mark Ronson?
Rose.
No. Sounds like a new
Hmm.
song.
It's the new song, yeah.
Oh,
APT. Up, up,
Is that
up.
is
Yeah,
that
yeah,
a
yeah.
Serbian?
oh, yes, 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 yes.
Oh, no, no, no. My niece loves that song. That's why it's like also it's one of the songs I've been listening to the most in the past few days. So mix. There we
Oh,
go. That's it.
okay,
That's it.
okay, got you.
Okay, so there's a Julian Vasquez, then assistant mix engineer Bryce Borden, assistant engineer Alex Rizzo, ooh, Alex Rizzo Glee,
Hmm.
Robert Palmer, engineer, and then there's another engineer, Charles Moniz, mastering
Hmm.
engineer, Chris Geringer,
Yeah,
Gerinja, yeah. CG, he's a Serbians guy.
yeah, and Serbians on
and
the mix.
Stebbins on the mix. So I guess it's probably the other engineers are from the Korean side because I think this is a K-pop artist with Bruno Mars.
Mm.
I saw it's got like 1.7 billion streams already and it just dropped last year.
Yeah, bro. No, it's crazy. I won't lie. I'm not listen. I haven't listened to this yet. But isn't Rose that? Do you guys watch White Lotus? I think it's she's one of the artists. I mean, actresses in White Lotus, the latest season.
I don't follow.
Uh,
I haven't watched
um,
White Lotus.
but yeah, I think I'm getting into Jelly Roll. Hey, Jelly Roll. You featured on M's album last year. That latest that song, "Somebody Save Me." The dude who's singing on there. I've been listening to his stuff, man. Like country artist. I'm like, yo, I'm
Yeah,
vibing.
country's dope,
I'm
man.
vibing.
She's fire, bro. I'd love I'd love to go to Nashville and
Bucket
spend a
list.
day, man.
Actually, before you wrap, which 5 studios do you have to go to globally before you know, leave this
Oof.
world?
In any time period or now?
I guess any time period. Which studios? Like for me, Fat Lady or Electric Lady, Abbey
Yeah, so
Road,
Of course.
Larrabee. I have to go.
Of course.
oh snap. What just happened? Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus, funny.
Ah,
Um, what's the
who
other one?
concurs? I
Yeah, Jungle City. I don't even know if it's around anymore. Jungle City Studios.
City.
Mm.
Mhm.
And what's the other one? There's another one I want to remember.
Hmm. Any time period, Bop. I'd have loved to be at Bop
Oh,
Studios.
Bob
Yeah.
Studios.
Man, just to
Bob
see what
Studios.
homies were up to back then. Um, yeah, on the continent, what do we have as iconic spaces? I've been to Milestone, which is cool. Um, stateside, Skywalker Sound, love to be there. There's a studio in France. I'm forgetting the name of it. Travis did his last album there, but
Is
it's
this
got
where they
such a
host Mix with the Masters? That studio looks stupid as well, where they tend to go
yeah,
in
Yeah.
France.
Rue Boyer, bro. That studio
Jeez.
is insane, bro. Gotta go to Rue Boyer. Like you
Yes.
cannot, you gotta go check it out, man. Um, what else? Capital. Love to go to Capital Studios.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm, yeah, what do we have locally? Never been to Jazzworks. Have you guys been to Jazzworks?
Yeah,
New
Okay.
one.
not the
I
new
want
one,
to
the
Yeah.
new
check out
one.
the one looks beautiful. Yeah.
See, Is that CRS? Is it CRS?
CSR.
CSR. Yeah, their studios are nice, bro.
This place, you're right.
Their studios are nice.
Mm. We've probably left off a lot on the
Yeah.
list.
Yeah.
Sunset Sound Studios is another one.
Stellenbosch.
No. In the States.
What is it? Isn't there a Sunset Sound in Cape Town?
Probably.
There should be, man. Sunset Recording, it's called.
But yeah,
Very
man. But I think, yeah, Russ, if you get to send us off, send.
Send us off. Yes, as I knock my mic. We have it's been another great episode. Thank you both for your time. Thank you guys for tuning in every week. We love the feedback. We love the chats that keep coming back. We appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe, hit us up in the comments with your thoughts, whatever we may have missed. We want to hear from you, and let's build this community together. Until next time, peace out.
Peace.
Peace.